okay. Weird angle going on, but I like the purple in the background. And weird lighting. I have a wax melt burner going, and I'm using my other phone as a torch because it's currently 8:10. And I was supposed to record this video, Lord, so long ago, and I still didn't. I've been putting this video off for I don't know how long to record. And Graham was like, you need to get your life goals video done. I'm on my last pair. No. I need to get more of these on the weekend. Molly. The sadness. So I thought I'm going to be sitting here while Graham's doing a silent stream over on Twitch, because the headset we normally use for streaming is actually broken. So it's gone in the bin, and we haven't gotten another one yet, which kind of sucks. So he's currently doing a silent stream. So I thought I would do my skincare and chat to you about my life goals. So let's see. God, I don't even know where to begin, really. It's been a while. So I did my book club one with you, where I was talking about the books I've read this year so far, and talking about what books I want to read and all. So I finished the Breathless book, which I got my ma to read, and not even she could figure it out. She was like, oh, I thought it was this person, but it turns out to be this person. I was like, oh my god. I'm now reading another Amy Allward one, which is Girl in the Ice, which is amazing. So, well, slow, but it's kind of picking up now. I'm only like 25% through, so getting there with my reading. But I'm slowly getting there, slowly getting the room to feel more open, positive, relaxing, just a nice space to be in, and it's not overwhelming. My main area, which is this side of the room, is actually my favourite area nearly now. I have such a good idea for over here that I know for a fact I'm going to be obsessed with it. So I do. So I'm really looking forward to getting it done. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, Graham's like staring over this way. You okay?
Yeah, I was picturing your...
Oh, because I'm talking about my side, he's picturing it in his head. But yeah, so I'm trying to like make it a little bit more relaxing and chill. And
by the way.
Yeah, Graham is here. Hang on.
Hi.
Oh, there he is.
Hi.
So I have you sitting a certain way. I felt like my elbow was about to crack. A certain way on a phone stand that I have here. It's actually technically my Kindle stand. I use it for sitting my book on for reading. But yeah, so I'm trying to like do things now and get things sorted that are helping my mental health a lot more, and I'm getting there. Before I started the summer project in work, I had gone back to going for my walks with my mum in the morning, and it was amazing. So the week before the summer project, because I was going for walks with my ma in the morning, I was getting basically 6,000 steps a day, which is 1,000 more than what my goal is at the moment. So my goal at the moment is only 5,000. But I was getting like 6,000, which is amazing. I was getting that, and then I started the summer project in work this week, and we had Monday off. So last week I got Monday to Saturday, so 6 days in a row I got 6,000 steps. Sunday I didn't get very much, and Monday I didn't get very much. Like, I barely moved Sunday and Monday. But then I was back to work because Monday was bank holiday. I was back to work then Tuesday, and I got about 3,000 steps, which isn't bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. But there wasn't much moving around going on. It was literally relaxation and pamper in work, so it was a very chill day. But then yesterday there was a ton of walking involved, so I ended up getting like 11,000 steps. And then today there was again a ton of walking, so I got 8,000 steps. There was a little bit more sitting down involved because we were on the bus for a bit of it. But I'm trying to get walking more now, so I am. Because that really helped my mental health originally, and I know it's going to help with my weight as well, which I will talk to you about the big thing about that now, because it was on my Life Goals Instagram page. So I am getting back to my walking. Once I get back into that and I keep that going, I will be delighted, because like I'm going to be moving this week all day tomorrow. Saturday we've got Comic-Con, which you will see, so I'm going to be moving for that. Sunday, I don't know if we're vlogging Sunday. I'll double check with Graham and Susan if we're vlogging. But we're going out to Dundrum to the cinema, so there's going to be a lot of moving around with that. And then I'm back to work Monday, and Monday to Friday are all full days again, so there's going to be a lot of moving around with that. So I've got like up until Friday night, I'm like on the go, because Thursday I have like a break of about 3 hours, so I need to get my nails done and get my dinner in with that. And then the Friday I'm back out with Claudia for about 4 o'clock, I think it is, for my lip and chin. I'll talk about that in a sec as well. So, and then it's Susan's birthday as well next weekend, so we're starting to plan that and figure out what night we're going out to celebrate. So I'll go for the next couple of weeks, but I do have a week off. So once I know I'm going to keep moving that week off, and I keep my walks in, and I keep hitting the 6,000 steps, I'll be delighted with myself. Because I know then I can do it. I'm not going to up my step count until after the Lanzarote holiday, because there's no point. I want to make sure I can maintain it while on a normal working schedule. So yeah, my walks are getting better, and eventually I will get back to the gym. We are planning on going back to the gym eventually. Just for the moment, we'd rather save our money for the holiday. So we would. So that being said, yes, we have the holiday coming up. We actually have a couple of holidays coming up. I can't wait. Lanzarote is the first trip outside the country me and Graham are going on together. I used to travel as a kid with my parents. Graham only ever went out over to England once, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely a new experience, and yeah, I honest to God just cannot wait for that holiday. I'm super frigging scared and nervous, but I'm also really excited. And then we have a trip in November, and then a trip in December, and then a trip in January as well. But they're only like little weekend holidays that we like to do. We love to do a good weekend trip. Little weekend holidays, we find them amazing. So we do. Absolutely love them. So we have them coming up, which I'm excited for as well. And we have a few things planned for my birthday, for Graham's birthday. And as I said, we're planning Susan's birthday now as well with her for next weekend, which is going to be really cool. But the main topics for life goals are... So that's mostly my mental health. My mental health has been a bit of a roller coaster recently. It's been a bit of a heartbeat like that. I have had a lot of moments recently where I felt very run down, very weak. I really just did not feel like doing anything, going anywhere. I felt crap in myself. There was actual days where I turned to Graham and I said, I just want to cry. I just want to sit here and cry. And there was literally one day where I said that, and Graham was like, well, don't break down and cry until I am there, because at least then I can help you. I can hold you and you can cry on my shoulder, and you know. So there was days where I was like, I just want to break down and cry. I just felt really just not great. But I've had a few days, especially recently since going back to the walks, where I'm kind of feeling a little bit better myself. Today felt amazing, because I was chatting to a couple of the women from the youth side part of the summer project of the building, and we were chatting away about weight and everything like that, and I was telling them about the tablets that I'm on. And actually there was 3 women, the other one's from the top end up this way, like working up this way, but they all just kind of looked at me in shock and like, oh thank God kind of moment, because they had been looking at me and they're like, oh thank God. I didn't want to say it, and I was like, excuse me? At first I was like, are you saying I need to lose weight? They're like, I knew it, I told you. She looked like she lost weight. I was like, oh okay. They're like, we were afraid to say it, and because some people don't take it well when you're like, oh, you've lost weight. I'm like, I'd always take it well, don't you worry. If you ever want to say it to me, don't worry. I will take it very well. I will actually take it as a massive compliment if you say that. So they were all very nice about it. So a lot of them have struggled with weight as well, which is why I loved that they were like all talk and asking questions and everything, and I loved it. It felt great chatting away to them about it. So it did. So it was a great compliment. I loved that. So like, yeah, that was great. So today was a bit of a boost of a day for me. I felt great with that, and one of the kids wanted to be stuck to my hip for the day. Well, actually, two of the kids wanted to be stuck to my hip all day, and like there's one, and he's so excited that I'm on like a lot of the same stuff as him. We're like so close because we're able to talk about loads of stuff, because I actually have a lot of the same interests as him when it comes to like movies and music and stuff like that. We have a lot of the same interests, so we get along like a house on fire kind of thing. So the summer project so far, it's been going amazing. I love it, and tomorrow's going to be great. We're going to like Captain Park and then the cinema. I have no clue what we're watching, but I can't wait no matter what. It's going to be so fun. So mental health it's been okay. It was really bad there for a while, but I'm getting there slowly with it, so I am. So then the main one, I'm just going to state one thing right now. If you're looking at me right now, I'm just going to point out, I don't know what's going on with my skin, okay? I have this going on. I have this going on. I have this going on. I don't know. I did have one here, but it seems to have kind of eased off. So this bit here won't frigging go away. This is a cluster that just doesn't go away. You can kind of see the remnants of one here that took 3 of, I'll show you actually, these patches, the mighty patches, took 3 to get rid of this beggar. That's how big it was. The same one was here. You can see the scar. Again, took 3 to get rid of it. I don't want to know how many of these I'm going to have to go through, because I'm going to have to buy another box to get rid of whatever the hell is happening. And like, I don't know what's going on. My skin is in bits. I'm doing what I can. I'm using CeraVe Blemish facial wash, Aveeno face exfoliator. I'm using these under eye strips, which are the Essence Hydrogel ones. And then I'm using CeraVe. What am I using? Hang on. I'm using the CeraVe facial moisturizer, the Essence Hello Good Stuff skin repair, and the CeraVe eye cream. Now the only thing I can think is I was using a serum from Shein that was to help get rid of blemishes. I stopped using it now, bear in mind I only used it a couple of times, but I'm thinking maybe it's after doing a little something and spreading it, because I only put it here. So I am thinking maybe that's what's after happening, but I'm not using it at the moment, so I'm not. So I'm hoping it starts to calm down soon. Fingers crossed. One can hope. I don't know if you can hear my phone vibrating. It's just my cousin Claire texted me. I was asking her a few bits about the show Wednesday, because Sean worked on it. So I'm asking her a few questions about the sets. Wondering, did he work on them or where was any of them? Because there was one set in Willow House Asylum. I'm wondering where is it, because it looks so familiar. So I'm like, it looks familiar. I need to know where it is. So if you hear my phone vibrate, I do apologise. That's all that is. So it is. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with my skin. If you can see this and it's very like irritating to look at, I do apologise. It's actually really annoying. I know. But I'm trying. I did have my skin so clear that one of the lads in work asked, was I wearing makeup one day, a couple of days? And there was a few days there a while ago that he kept asking me, was I wearing makeup? And I was like, no, my skin is just very clear. That's not going to happen for a while. Anyway, so the main topic then. The weight loss. The one everyone wants to know about. I am happy to say it is actually going in the right direction this time. And I used to joke and give myself the name of Maintain Queen, and yes, it was a joke that was made by me so that no one could go at me, slag me, or anything about not losing weight, being bad at losing weight, being overweight, whatever. It was just a little something I came up with so that no one could say on, basically. But I can honestly say I no longer hold that title. For the first time in 5 years, so since before COVID, which, again, complete shock to me, because I literally bawled my eyes out crying when I read the scales, because I literally had to ring my ma and say, oh no, I don't know what's going on with the scales. It keeps going between these two numbers. And she was like, right, bring it downstairs to the kitchen. I went downstairs to the kitchen and it was doing the exact same thing again. But when my ma listened to what the two weights were, she's like, there's not even a pound in the difference. Not even half a pound in the difference. Because it was like, what was it? It was 12.34 or it was 13. So there was like a quarter of a pound, which is basically like air in your lungs or whatever kind of thing. Okay, maybe not air in your lungs, but you know what I mean. It's like nothing. It's nothing in weight wise. So I'm happy to say I'm finally, after going below the 20 stone. So when I started losing the weight, I was 20.5. I am now 13. I haven't actually weighed myself in 2 weeks. Last I weighed, I was 19.13. I could be lower now, I don't know. So that's roughly, I'm basically nearly half a stone down. So, I'm not going to be half a stone down come tomorrow. I can guarantee I'm hoping to maintain this week. Because even though I've been doing a lot of walking, I haven't exactly been eating great. But then again, saying that, I haven't exactly been eating either. So, my eating has been very 50-50. I either eat really bad or just don't eat. So it's very in between at the moment. So it is. My dinners have been so bad this week because me and Graham were just knackered from work. So we are. Like, even Graham's lunch tomorrow is going to be absolutely dreadful. He's having pizza in work for some celebration thing. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to want to eat because I'm going to the cinema with work. So I'm like, will I just get myself popcorn and eat popcorn? Kind of thing. I don't know. But, yeah. My weight is definitely down. I'm now 19.13. I could be 19.12. I don't know. If I'm 19.12, that's exactly half a stone. If I'm 19.13, that's 6 pounds. But basically the whole weight loss thing started about a month and a half ago, which is basically £1 a week, roughly, that I've been losing. If you work it out, like average it out, it averages out at about £1 a week I'm losing. I've started on new tablets. They're called Orlistat, and I was on them when I was about 16. Got taken off them because my eating disorder, so I've said to you, I suffer with binge eating disorder. My eating disorder was so bad at the time that I would go about 2 days without eating, just so that I could force my mouth to get me a Chinese. So the tablets were useless. They weren't going to do it because I wasn't letting them. I mentally wasn't there. It's like when you go to therapy, you have to accept it and accept that it's going to work, or else it's not going to work. You have to mentally be like, yes, this is going to work, and it will work. It's all mental. So because I was like, no, I want my bad food, I want this, and I would be willing to starve myself to get it, it meant the tablets weren't working, and it was just draining all the vitamins out of me. Because it was the only thing it could eat. It was the only thing that it could get out of my system was all the vitamins. So it meant I was becoming sick, obviously. I could have become very sick. So because I was on them and I was attending a hospital at the time, I was with the hospital quite often getting bloods and all done. It meant they were able to monitor it really close. So when they saw my vitamins dropping, they were like, no, you're coming off them straight away. Didn't even give me a chance. They're like, nope, off. That was that. So I was talking to my doctor, and basically it was a conversation where I had some people telling me I should go on the injection because it's this miracle thing. But then I had other people going, it's not worth it. It's not worth going on. You need to not go on it because it can be dangerous. It can do this. So I was very 50-50 literally with everyone that I was talking to. It was either a yes or a no. There was no like, it's your choice. Which I appreciated because that's what I wanted. I didn't want, oh, well, you know this, but you know, it's up to you. I didn't want that. I wanted, yeah, no. I did not want anyone to be like, well, it's your choice, it's your body. I was like, no, I need your opinion. I do not want you to leave it up to me. I need the facts. I need people to talk blunt to me because I can't make a decision if you're going to be too nice about it. If you're going to be like, no, it's all on you, don't worry about what I say, it's not what I don't need that. And thankfully everyone was very blunt with me on it, that I was talking to about it. They were giving me the pros, the cons, what they thought, how they felt, and everything, like how they, because they can see bits of me that I don't see in a sense. So they're like, or I force myself not to say, kind of thing. I mentally drown out. So I was very happy that everyone gave me a blunt answer. Now Graham was Graham. He didn't want me to go on it because he wants me to do it by myself and all. So this was the agreement. He said that the tablets were a good middle ground. He didn't want me on the injections, but he didn't mind me getting something that would help. So the tablets were a nice middle ground for me and him. Again, he was afraid of me going on the injections. I was afraid of me going on the injections. So we both had the same fear, so it made sense. So I talked to my doctor and she agreed to give these a trial, and so far they are happy with how it's going. I do need to make an appointment in October with my doctor to get like my 3-month check with them, or 4-month check, whatever it is, to get a check in October basically to see how the tablets are going. So that'd be exciting to see. I kind of trust their scales more than my scales because my scales is very finicky. But my weight loss is going good. It's actually teaching me. It's a great teaching method. It's what my doctor kind of called it. It teaches you what foods you should and shouldn't be eating for your body, kind of thing. Because obviously it'll work different for everyone. Certain foods won't affect everyone the same way. So like one thing I used to eat for my lunch all the time was the curry rice pot lunch, the quick lunch, whatever. Being on the tablets, my body is like, no, you shouldn't be eating that. This doesn't agree with you. This doesn't settle with you. So I've had to stop eating them, which is perfectly fine. If I can't have them, I can't have them. That's grand. I do still have my takeaways on a Saturday. So I do, and yeah, obviously the tablets are gonna like not agree with you, and yes, you're obviously gonna run to the bathroom and need to run to the bathroom a couple of times, and not to get sick, but you are gonna end up running to the bathroom. But that's just the piece of suffering I take on to have my Chinese on a Saturday night. So it is. That is the suffering. Now, obviously, there was a couple of vlogs there recently where there was a couple of days we were having takeaways in a row, and I did suffer quite a bit for them, to let you know. But do you know what? It was worth the suffer. I had a great time them days, and I'm now getting back on track. Slowly. Getting back on track now with everything. I tried having like super healthy lunches this week in work. Some didn't quite work out, but others did. And it's a hit and miss. It's a learning curve. But the tablets are definitely working. 100% they're working for me. So they are, because my hormones are now changing. I had an actual cycle there. So Saturday to Wednesday. So what's that, 5-day cycle of your ovulation period, whatever. Which I never felt. I haven't felt in quite a while. I felt this time round, because it's now gone, and it only started, and then I knew exactly what the pain was because I remembered it. I got flashbacks, and I kept an eye on everything and all, obviously. But so my hormones are starting to change again. So we'll see. You never know. Maybe I could get my periods back that I haven't had in quite a while. But so I know the weight loss is definitely working for me. Also, I managed to get there was a piece of clothing I managed to get in Pennies that would never normally fit me, and for some reason it fit me without having to put extenders and all on it, which is really weird. I felt comfortable, but I was really happy with it. I was like,
fuck did I not have to? Sorry.
what? What's wrong with you? You can turn into a bird. Sorry, Graham's streaming Assassin's Creed. Why isn't that in all the games?
That's so freaking handy.
That's sick. Anyway,
Alright.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah. Getting distracted, and the video's already 25 minutes. I'm going to start slowing down and cutting down now and finishing up. But yeah, the weight loss is going great. I can already kind of feel it on me. Some people have been saying it to me, that they've noticed it. Now, obviously, a couple of pounds you're not going to notice a lot, but you will notice a little bit. depending where you lose it. Like some people have said my face, I feel like I've lost it kind of at my sides, because I feel like my tops feel a lot different on me. So I'm like, I feel like I lost a bit kind of at my sides. Some people, as I said, I also kind of see it in my face a little bit. Not a lot, but I think that's just because I'm concentrating so much on the acne at the moment. So I don't see it too much, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm putting a lot more work into myself now. Like I'm going once a week out to Claudia, the girl who does my eyebrows. Which, yes, I know look like a right state right now, but I'm getting them done at the beginning of September so that they look good for Lanzarote. So they may just hold out for the moment. But I'm going to her once a week to do my lip and chin to get that sorted, because I was having to shave it every 2 days in the shower, which obviously was not good. So I decided to go to her, and it killed getting it done the first time. Wax, thread, pluck, everything. Oh my god, it was so painful. I was literally bleeding. So the roots were dug in, so that's why I started using the exfoliator as well, because she recommended it so that it was easier to get the hairs out. And today was the first time since starting that I was like, is there anything for her to do? Because it doesn't look it, it doesn't feel it, like there's no black hairs, it doesn't really feel like there's that in there. Now there was a bit, but god, there was like nothing. I was in and out within like 2 minutes. So it was great. If I didn't catch her in the middle of painting and have to wait for her to, you know, deglove and put the brush in, the white spirits and everything and set up, I would have been out within 2 minutes. I obviously was a bit longer because she was finishing up what she was doing, but literally did not take that long, and it's great. I left it for 2 weeks because she was on holidays the other day, and yeah, it felt really, really bad, but you couldn't see it. It was amazing. So I've been loving going to her for that. So I'm putting extra work into myself now. My skin, my hair. I'm actually like, I'm constantly getting my nails done. I'm using expensive products on my skin and hair. I'm really trying to look after myself. And also spend my money on stuff that isn't chocolate, takeaways, fizzy drink. Basically. Is what I'm trying to do. More self-care rather than food. Bad stuff. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm actually delighted with it. I'm delighted with how it's going. So far, so good. Hopefully, the next Life Goals video I do, I'll be down even more weight. I'll have more positive stuff to say. And everything will be going a lot better. Hopefully, there won't be as much kind of down as there was in this. Like, as I said, my mental health wasn't great there for a while. I wasn't losing the weight for a while there. My eating got really bad. Everything. So fingers crossed, the next one I'll have a little bit more control on everything, and I'll have a little bit more stuff kind of in my life to balance out my mental health, fingers crossed. And I will hopefully not leave the Life Goals for as long this time, because I think I left it for like most of the year. I don't think I've done a Life Goal since the beginning of the year, and it is now August. So fingers crossed I get another one done this year. I should do. I shouldn't be leaving it this long. So I shouldn't. But anyway, that is the update. Mental health is getting better. Physical health is going in the right direction. I am losing weight for once. For the first time since properly doing Life Goals, I'm losing the weight nicely. And yeah, Graham's playing checkers. I'm going to go and help him play checkers now, because I don't know how good he is. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will hopefully not leave it for as long. Keep an eye on the Life Goals Instagram page, because I am back posting over in there. I just hit 130 followers, which is amazing. So please do go check out the page, and you will see all the information there that I post daily, or most days anyway. And I will see you then. Bye.